Hey there smartphone fans, welcome back to Smartphone Wars for another honest hands-on review on tech from China. And if you want to know everything about the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, or you're just looking for the best $200 phone on the market today, I do suggest you continue watching. We have entered the new 18:9 screen aspect ratio era, and yes, as you can see, the display is now wider and you can actually see more, and thanks to YouTube implementing that, you have access to it from almost every phone. But you want a device that has a huge display, you want a device that has a Snapdragon chip, good specs, and you want the most battery life you can get. The Redmi 5 Plus is clearly the one to look for. Snapdragon 625, 4000 mAh battery, very good build quality. It even has a 3.5mm headphone jack and an IR remote blaster sensor. The device is powered by the micro USB in favor of the newer USB Type-C, so Xiaomi still thinks it's cool to put that in a budget phone. But this year we have a front-facing flash, and the Redmi 5 Plus is very light for a big battery device and also very nice looking. You can see the tall 18:9 display just takes your breath away, and to have that in a $200 phone is something that bigger companies really don't offer. Redmi 5 Plus metal back does not provide wireless charging, however, but the sandblasted finish on it feels very premium, and although today's glass phones are top of the line, you do get a very nice, very luxurious feeling with the Redmi 5 Plus. You definitely feel that you're holding a 200 plus device rather than a below 200 one, and the fingerprint scanner on the back is still one of the fastest, if not the fastest one around. And the Redmi 5 Plus also comes with the latest MIUI 9 version, which is a bit different. It's based on Android 7.1 Nougat and adds features that were missing in previous Xiaomi MIUI versions. But it's nice to know that you still have the IR blaster, you still have also a compass app. It's just a packed load of features that Xiaomi have actually introduced here. This device also supports 5 GHz Wi-Fi as well. And if you don't know, I'll tell you, Xiaomi provides regular updates, and I've already had 2 on the Redmi 5 Plus. The biggest change in MIUI 9 is actually adding the split screen multitasking, which was missing from the previous iterations, and here it's not only added, but it works very well, and you can resize the windows the way you see fit, and it's actually pretty darn nice and fast on the Snapdragon 625 octa-core, even with my 3GB RAM version model. And I've specifically chosen that because this one is just below $200 and it packs more features. Redmi 5 Plus is still to get a global ROM though, so you have most of the things in Chinese from the Team Store, but the global ROM is coming very soon, guys. Now let's talk more about the hardware, and we'll start with the 18:9 5.99 inch Full HD Plus display that Xiaomi have built, which for me is very good contrast, very vivid colors, very sharp image in general, good for long hours of watching YouTube, Netflix, whatever you want in that new wider aspect ratio, which looks really cool. One thing though I didn't like, that the display was a bit too glossy for my taste. I don't really think this has Gorilla Glass on it, and the on-screen keys can't be hidden in MIUI 9, and you get an 18:9 app experience on the top, but you don't get one on the bottom. I really do hope Xiaomi address this in future updates. And now check the sound quality of the Redmi 5 Plus. Pretty nice sound quality, eh? I do think so. For a $200 device you really can get better, and the GPS was also, and connectivity, no issues, very fast thanks to the Snapdragon 625. And speaking of that Snapdragon 625, all those poor Xiaomi fans that, oh, we don't get an upgrade this year compared to Redmi Note 4X, that is a load of bull, because the Snapdragon 625 in here is a new revision. And look at, this is the benchmark scores I got from the Redmi Note 4X, which I reviewed, so the difference is more than 25%. Qualcomm have issued a new revision of the Snapdragon 625, and it performs much faster than the one in the Redmi Note 4X in benchmarks and in real life. The one thing that's still the same, the micro USB port, and there is no fast charging available with the device here. I don't know how, but Xiaomi have increased the display size, resolution, but have kept even increased the battery life. Battery life on the Redmi 5 Plus is absolutely stunning. Over 10 hours of screen on time on a single charge all the time, even with gaming. No overheating issues, no throttling, just a very fast phone which you can use for long hours. And I think that's what you really want in not only in a budget phone, but in like any phone. I really do hope that the Mi 7, the Xiaomi Mi 7 that's coming, will probably take a note here and put a bigger battery, because I think users will definitely be satisfied with a flagship device that has a huge battery. But now back to the Redmi 5 Plus, and as you can see, the performance in daily tasks is very good, as good as a OnePlus 3T, even close to OnePlus 5. The Xiaomi MIUI 9 with Android 7.1.2 Nougat, the new revision of the Snapdragon 625, is just blistering fast. Opening, closing apps, switching between them happens very fast. But my 3GB RAM version just didn't have very good RAM management, and it kept reloading apps all the time. So I do suggest you probably should go, if you're a very heavy multitasker, with the 4GB RAM version of the Redmi 5 Plus. This is my personal opinion. Now onto gaming. Actually, Android games have started to become more and more demanding, and they have actually taken the PC route things, because they now have a lot of settings you can tune, which means the devices and the games are scalable, and you can have decent graphics, playable frame rates, or you can have excellent image quality as well. And the Redmi 5 Plus is always in the middle, even with the heaviest games like Lineage 2 Revolution and World War Heroes, which I regularly play now. These games both are very heavy, very demanding 3D games, but run on average settings very well on the Redmi 5 Plus and the Snapdragon 625. And if you think your phone is doing well, try the new Untitled 7 and we'll talk, because Android games are changing and the graphics are getting better and better. And now onto the cameras. And this is another area that the Xiaomi fanboys have been really sore about, that we didn't get a camera upgrade. Well, you actually did. The main camera, no gimmicks here, just a single good Sony IMX sensor is still one of the best devices you can get as a camera sensor for around $200. Picture quality is very good, there's plenty of detail, dynamic range is really good, shutter speed is blazing fast compared to the competition, and you can also adjust exposure on the fly. It would be nice to have had a second camera for that bokeh effect, or like a portrait mode camera in the Mi 5X, but well, Xiaomi decided not to put one here. I definitely think the low light performance has improved compared to the Redmi Note 4X because of the chips. Qualcomm Snapdragon 625's new revision has better ISP, or they just put better lenses in this one, but the low light performance is definitely better. Another upgrade that you get this year, which you didn't have with Redmi Note 4X, is that you now have slow motion video. However, it does suffer from a bit of focus hunting issues, and you can also now record 4K video, which looks very well if it wasn't for the poor audio quality again from Xiaomi, and of course there is no optical stabilization here, so the video is a bit shaky, but the quality, the video quality is absolutely great. And now onto the front camera. The front camera is still very good even at this price point, but the now more and more phones focusing on the front camera. I do think Xiaomi is a bit behind the competition. Still, if you're not a selfie enthusiast, this front camera will be absolutely perfect for you. And again, I really do think they have actually improved the low light performance, and by adding the front facing flash, it really does the trick if you're in really low light situations. And here is my Redmi 5 Plus final verdict in the form Redmi 5 Plus of a front camera vlog. Perhaps the best phone, around $200. If you want battery life, if you want speed, if you want cameras, this may not be the best $200 phone in each category, but as a whole, the Redmi 5 Plus definitely takes the crown. I don't think anybody will be dissatisfied if they bought the Redmi 5 Plus. Absolutely no chance. As it comes to the Redmi 5 Plus, I would have to say USB Type-C would have been nice, Gorilla Glass on the top, the display is a bit glossy, and the audio quality in videos is not really that great. If you're looking for a better camera experience and more rich camera experience at the 18x9, I do suggest you check out my Honor 7X review. And if you really don't care about that 18x9 display but want the best camera phone on a low price, do check out my Meizu M6 Note, because this is absolutely the most fabulous camera phone ever produced at around $200. And I also do have other reviews on top Chinese phones with 18x9 if you're interested in those. Thank you for watching and peace out.